We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to explain a little bit first. What I'll be doing is I'll bring a dog out, a gypsy who's waiting underneath the tent there for me, and I'll be demonstrating the different obstacles here and explaining what a judge would look for and why we have to do it the way we're doing it. There's a little bit of echo on this. Can you hear me okay? All right, I want to make sure. First, I do want to make a couple of announcements. I want to thank John A. Logan College. I am the obedience instructor here, so if you're interested in obedience classes, now something to show you right now. We like to train in a very positive way. So something I teach a lot of students is every time you call the dog and they come in the beginning, this doesn't have to be done all the time the rest of their life, but we teach them come, and we reward them, not with just a pat, but we might give a treat, a toy. Pretty soon you have a dog that comes really good for recalls. Now this is a dog we wore out pretty good yesterday and she's got a ways to go, so we're going to see what I can do with showing her as a demonstration. She's a standard poodle. Her name's Gypsy. I've only had her a couple of years. Somebody else raised her up as a pup. And she has her CD, which is a companion dog in obedience, and also her jumpers with wheeze title in agility in the novice, which is just the basic. She's still a beginner dog. She's very, very novice. She hasn't even got her first leg in standard. Now what that means to you is, what you see here is a standard course. A standard course consists of contact equipment. Contact equipment is like the A-frame, which is all the way by the side of the fence and has that yellow and blue. We have a table here, has yellow on top. The teeter has yellow on both ends. You may not be able to see the upside from where you're at. And the dog walk on the far end behind me also has yellow on both ends. The yellow is so the dog performs a touch in that yellow contact area. It's a safety rule to keep them from bounding off and perhaps hurting themselves. An additional safety rule on the teeter is the dog cannot do what we call a fly-off. A fly-off is if the dog jumps off before the board touches the ground. They're disqualified immediately. And the judge is in the ring the whole time watching all of this. And the table obstacle has been changed as of September 1st. A lot of the handlers are just learning the new rules. They do not have to do a sit-or down. If they want to do a sit-or down, they can, but now they just have to get on the table and the judge starts counting. They do a 5-second count. You're going to hear me count for the other handlers, and it's going to be a 5-second count, the word go, and then the handler goes at their own time. We never want the dog released on the judge's go. So let me go ahead and demonstrate this. Gypsy's jumping 24 inches. 26 is the highest they go. Most dogs are in the 20-inch range. Most of the border collies. We are going to have a Sheltie. We'll probably do at the 12-inch. And then we have an 8-inch. We have a couple 8-inch dogs. Now something else I needed to bring up, and I'm going to forget if I don't say it now, is at the end of this demonstration of these handlers demonstrating their dogs, I have to stay away from that speaker or it squawks. At the end, I will be asking for volunteers. Stay. The volunteers, you can think about this. I'm just going to tell you ahead of time. I'm going to ask for the volunteers. The volunteers are going to take my little gray silver poodle, who is an expert at this, and we're going to run this little mini course that's up in front. They're just going to take you through the tunnel, the tire, which is going to be way down, the table, and the 2 jumps, and then come back. And that will give somebody the experience of running a dog, but with my help, I will be instructing how to move your hands to help instruct the dog. Now, like I say, she's pretty good at this, and she knows it quite well. She will run the course before I ask for the volunteers.
Should.
So I'll take the novice dog now and give you some idea. She works for a tennis ball. I like to motivate her. And I'm going to stop and play possibly in a few spots because she is a beginner dog. Walk it. What she is performing is what's called the 2-on, 2-off for the very fast dogs. And she will be very fast once I get her going. We're doing a lot of demonstrating so that you don't see the speed. But this is so that I can get ahead of her, and if I have to turn her another way, I can do that. You'll see this handled with a lot of dogs that are really fast. There's also a running contact, and if I have the other girl show up that has her dogs in the dock dog, I'll be able to have that demonstrated also. Now remember, there's normally a 5-second count, which is very helpful when you're out of breath, because it gives you a chance. It also allows the handler to get repositioned so that you can do a lead out. A lead out is when you can get away from your dog and set yourself up. So I tell her stay, and I should be able to lead out a distance. I'm going to shut this off again. Okay. Now, the dropping of the bar would have disqualified her, but I have to give her a little excuse here. She just had 5 lumps removed less than 2 weeks ago. Funny looking haircut. It's got a few holes in it. Also, I've been jumping her at a 16, then I went 20 yesterday. Today's the first time back at 24. So I expect a few learning curves, figuring out she's got to get herself back up. So that really was quite good for that quick. Now what we're going to do, we're going to switch over the height. Go, 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 go. Go. Oh, you missed that last. She turned back at me. Now the wing pulls are properly entered with the left shoulder of the dog going in the first pole. So if you saw the angle, no matter what angle, she's supposed to go. Get, go, go, go. Get, go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Yes. And I use the ball to drive to make her go faster. You always want to have some kind of a driving force. Some dogs, it's only treats. In her case, it's a nice tennis ball. We need to go to 12. Can you do that one? Do you know? I got a straight. The shoot here. Sit. You're too excited. I want to explain with the shoot. It has rubber on one end to help protect the dogs. If they're real fast, coming at an angle to help protect their shoulders. It's a fastened on a barrel, and then there's a shoot length that the dog goes through. It's real important when training the dog to teach them to drop their head when coming through the chute. So I usually put toys or treats or something to teach them to look low. The dog that raises their head in the chute can get wrapped in the chute, and I've seen that many times in a trial. So it could be dangerous if handled wrong. Now we're keeping the table at the height it's at. Normally for the big dogs it would be at the 24-inch size. And so for her, when I first introduced her to doing this here, she kept jumping over it. She didn't even recognize it as a table. So we have some differences when we do change the height on them. Wait. To give you some idea, oh, you just got that one? Good. Okay. So shoot, go. She knows where that opening is. I don't have to point. This is how I train the dogs. I want them to understand where that is. When I bring little Abby out, the one that runs for everybody on the volunteer section, I can say the word shoot. She looks around the whole course trying to find it. And it used to be her worst obstacle. But you have to learn how to create an excitement and a drive for things. And the dogs learn how to love it. Some other dogs run the course just for the satisfaction of running the course. They don't even need a treat or anything else. They just love it. Okay, all right, so you can see we do a lot of running and dog agility. If you really want your dog to run good, it helps. Try not to be so hard here. I do want to demonstrate a couple of things that I forgot to do yesterday with people is that when you get a well-trained dog, you can teach him to work at a distance, which helps for the handler that has an injury. Yesterday we had somebody here who had a pulled hamstring. She was running a border collie. Border collie's used to her running alongside. She was having trouble getting the dog to do things because she wasn't able to give the proper body language. Now, she's looking to see what she can get for a treat, but I'm not going to give her a treat for it because I didn't ask for it. She can do it. That's okay. And I'm going to make sure she does it safely. Okay, so here, I'm just going to show you if I ask for an obstacle, like I told you she'd go for that chute. Eddie, you have to change to 20 for her? Yeah. We're going to go, she's got her other dog, so we're going to do another demonstration of 20, and then we'll come back to volunteer. But in the meantime, while they're changing the heights. Eddie, go shoot. Go, go, go. Get it. That's a girl. So you see, when you work with them and you train them well, they understand this. Now, in the beginning, you have to be right up at that opening. We pull that chute all the way back. We stick a hand in with a treat, and we learn to come through. And we always make it a positive, happy thing. We want them to enjoy doing agility. Eddie, tunnel, go! Go, go, go! Right here. Good girl. And run, run here. That's it. Good girl. Now, she runs to the front, but I'm trying to encourage people to feed at the side as much as possible so that in obedience, you don't want your dog to come to the front. Sit. Good girl. So when you're actually working in our obedience classes, are we about ready? We're pretty close. And you heel. Right here. See? Good girl. Come on. Now when I stop, she's supposed to stop. If she ran in front of me, that would be wrong because she's in the heel position. No, she's looking, I think I'm handing her a treat. She's in the heel position, which is in line with my knee, which should be close to her ear. Come here, which right in through there. A little dog, that's hard to achieve, and a big dog, you've got anywhere between the nose and the shoulder. Little dog, you got to really be good. So we're going to go ahead and mark it because she's got to get back over to her doc dog. And come, good girl. Okay, that is the end of our demonstration. I have to pull the brochures out that belong on that table, which I failed to do this morning. But if you're interested in either obedience, which is taught through John Logan College, I am the obedience instructor here, or the agility, I have paperwork you can take home that'll have an email, contacts, or any other information. So, thank you again. I would like to bring up Crab Orchard Kennel Club is a local club in the area, the Southern Illinois area. In fact, it's the only one right now. We are trying to promote a lot of the different activities. We did a demo at the Center Mall just a few weeks ago. If you know of some place that's going to be interested in some dog information, by all means, give a hold and we'll contact and see what we can work out. Or join the club. Got a dog? Join the club. There's a lot of activities that we're doing. And they have a website that I can put in and contact. Just give me an email. She's going to go in the tunnel and hide from the sun. So, thank you again. Another one at 2 o'clock.